We arrived in France yesterday night and we set up camp in the middle of nowhere in the countryside. Close by there's a village with only a tiny number of inhabitants, and there's also our first destination of the day, which is a very special abandoned place. That's the property.
Tommy.
More than 1,000 kilometers from home, we're quietly exploring the remains of a wealthy French family's former estate. This homestead stands shrouded in years of decay. Hidden beneath the overgrowth, it appears to have slipped into obscurity. Right now, we are navigating our way into the primary building to piece together the story it holds. Join us on this journey back in time. This is the heart of the property, the chateau that once housed the family. But gaining access seems tricky. We manage to enter, only to be met by the strong scent of decay inside, a sign of a potential hazard.
Okay, we made it inside. I think no one saw us, and maybe you can already see it. There's a lot of decay here, and the biggest problem is mold.
Yeah, you really can smell this old smell, this smell of decay kind of. Therefore we have our respiratory masks with us. It's FFP3, so it means it's protection against mold and fungi as well, so this should be fine. In the best case, we would have some gloves with us, but I think all of us...
You don't have your gloves?
You have gloves?
Of course I have gloves.
Okay, I was just about to say that.
Toby, you have also gloves, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, everyone has gloves,
so
but you...
from everyone forgot his gloves, it's just me, unfortunately. We need to take this very seriously, because it can be quite a danger. Even if we don't feel it right now, we could have, I don't know, lung cancer or stuff like that in a few years.
It may be hard to hear us through the mask, but I mean, health, I guess, is more important.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. This right here is the living room. I've got this old piano right here. It's still working. Did not expect that. Almost everything you can see is deteriorated already.
Is there something interesting inside? Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it looks like an old analog camera. It's boarding passes. From Paris to Olbia.
To Italy.
It looks like back then it was still allowed to smoke inside the plane.
For a good 25 years, there's been a ban on smoking in airplanes.
I guess this was a bag the person took with them to a holiday. Do you think there's the film still inside?
No. It's gone.
think we just found the passport of the last resident.
Damn, he was traveling a lot.
It appears as if we've stepped into the dwelling of a former globetrotter who once ventured to tourist destinations worldwide. These passport stamps tell tales of journeys taken decades ago.
This looks like the photos the last resident took on his travels.
It would be a comforting thought if the last inhabitant found a more pleasant home during his travels, leaving everything behind for that reason. But abandoned houses don't hold happy endings. Within these rooms, cherished memories are fading, and precious vintage furniture is rotting away. This is a place filled with nostalgia. It once housed the whole family, but in the end, only one elderly man. But there's still much more to discover. The upper floor is a contaminated area, marked by clusters of black mold. Climbing there, the air thickens, and you want to hold your breath. This decomposition is dangerously beautiful. Overtaken by time, this once vibrant home is now rotting away in the shadows of abandonment. The relentless grip of decay paints a somber, yet strangely captivating scene. A stark contrast to life beyond these forsaken walls.
It must have been very peaceful. You can hear the church tower. You can see that little garden. Right now it's spring, so it's especially beautiful. Man, I'm already looking forward to leaving this place, actually.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday it was rainy the whole time, and now there's finally the sun coming out, and we have to explore like a completely moldy building.
So this dude, he collected the soaps from the hotels where he has been. Beach resort.
So he took them home.
Yeah.
Yeah, smart move.
Got so many of them. Indonesia.
And look at this, it was certainly an old man living here.
State of decay, which is currently in this house, is something I've never seen in my whole life. 10 years of exploring and I never seen mold patterns like this. Looks like a own very artsy wallpaper. I mean, the fungus is growing all over the place, even hanging down from the ceiling in all sorts of colors. Of course, black mold is especially dangerous, so I'm very glad I'm wearing this respiratory mask. And you can see that even explorers before us have cut their names into the mold. And it's crazy.
There's another bedroom in here.
This segment of the house unveils yet another big passion of its globetrotting inhabitant. He was an art enthusiast and classical music fan too. His fondness led him to galleries and operas all around the world. But the most valuable artworks he had gathered have sadly been plundered over time.
Echter Gemälde, aber.
we only have one last unexplored floor remaining.
Here we have the attic, and it's completely dry. Oof. There's a lot of stuff to go through and to find out the story of this place. Everything is covered in big cobwebs and dusty, moldy, and this one looks quite pristine.
It's fancy clothes, right?
I don't know, maybe it's not, it's just fancy because it's glitters and stuff, but it's not very valuable maybe, I don't know.
It's more like the stuff you wear to a party. It's no expensive brands.
This one, C&A, and it's even fabricated in Germany.
Yeah.
Alles irgendwelche Ausstellungen. So this is like a collection of either postcards or some artsy stuff like galleries, vernissage.
The attic is like a museum. It holds not just memories from bygone times, but also keepsakes from the last residents' global explorations. Indeed, an entire family once called this place home, but that was long ago. The story remains a mystery, but with the wife and children gone, there was only a single man living here in the end. And even though extensive decay is engulfing the house, it doesn't seem to have been abandoned for very long.
What's weird here is that we find stuff like this cheese, for example, which has an expiry date of 2019. And we even find a lot of wine bottles down here in this little wine storage, which were filled up in 2017, 2016. So this is about 6 to 7 years ago.
Have you already looked in the fridge?
No.
Is it bad?
It's full of stuff. Full of stuff? Yeah. Like rotten stuff.
Now I want to see it.
There's gonna fire. Christian Exler.
The building appears to have been abandoned in a hurry, with everything left in place. But gradually, we are uncovering what has really happened.
Tramadol is a opiate.
The last resident was elderly and ill, and eventually, he passed away,
It's against pain.
leaving behind a decaying legacy.
No, this guy must have been in serious pain looking at this.
He had such a big stash at home, like so many of them. And in the bathroom there were even more.
But we also found the other kind of pills.
Performance and masculine. Like big enlargement pills.
Big enlargement pills, what the fuck?
And here we boost. There's more of this stuff.
The old explorer's odyssey ended at the age of 88. That was back in 2018, a remarkably short span for such profound decay. It's almost as if the traveler brought back something ominous from his many journeys, the dark essence that gradually swallows everything here. However, the decay began long before, even during his lifetime. The black mold is confined to specific areas and spares most of the rooms. A hidden leaking pipe in the walls may hold the secret. Water damage likely propelled the relentless march of mold, transforming this into a scene resembling a horror movie. With the fungus deeply entrenched in the very fabric of the structure, this house can't be inhabited again. Instead of restoration, the only option is demolishing the chateau. The faded remnants of the former owner's life now rest within these degraded chambers, with only a few salvageable. It's clear why the heirs haven't touched the home, which explains why we have found it with basically everything left behind. So while the old traveler's physical journey might have ended, his legacy still endures inside these blackened walls, partly preserved by an enigmatic aura and awaiting rediscovery by those who tread his path. Okay, after like 3 or 4 hours of exploring, it's time to take off the mask.
Yeah, you can really see the pressure marks in your face. Yeah, look at this. You're wearing this for several hours.
Up and running. Welcome back. It's been a long time and it feels freaking weird to sit here and talk to you actually. We've been on the road constantly since April now, and we were exploring abandoned places in Italy, in Czech Republic, in Albania, Croatia, France, and some more places. So we really experienced a lot of adventures and we can't wait to finally show you. There's gonna be new videos now. So that is good news number 1. Good news number 2 is the Urban Exploration Calendar 2024 has arrived yesterday and I'm very happy with it. I think it's my favorite one so far. You know the deal, we are doing one every year. From the design, everything is the same. You've got this huge, nice main motif down here. You've got the little ones up here. You've got the story, which tells something about the place. So this is gonna be 85 pictures, I think, all in all. It has a huge variety of places. I really like this because you have industrial hubs, you have mysterious landscapes, so you can really dive into the world of urban exploration. So the calendar is available for pre-ordering since today in the languages of German and English. You can find the link to the website in the video description. And in case you want to support us even more, check out our Patreon website. Those are the guys who are actually making all of this project and these videos and travels possible. Because without them, we would not be able to finance the whole thing and spend time and do this for a living. So basically that's all. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope you will check out the next one in 2 weeks. Have a nice evening, day, whatever. For me it's freaking late. I'm gonna go to bed. This was take 55 or something. I don't know. Check out the calendar in case you want. And see you. We're gonna be back.